As long as you keep reacting to the world will control you like a puppet. People will provoke you, insult you, disrespect you. And the moment you react, they win. Ayano Koji from Classroom of the Elite never loses. Not because he's stronger, but because he never gives people the one thing they need, his emotions. Today, I'm going to break down the White Room algorithm. 7 phases that turn you from a reactive biological machine into a deliberate strategic observer. But listen carefully. This is not about becoming cold. This is about becoming uncontrollable. Let's begin. Before the 7 phases even work, your mind needs an operating system. 2 frameworks. First, locus of control. You cannot control what happens to you, but you can control how you process it. If you believe people can make you angry, then your system is already hacked. Second, ego death protocol. Most reactions are not about the situation, they are about protecting your ego. Because the insult isn't hurting your body, it's hurting your self-image. And if your ego is active, you will always react. So, remember this. The version of you they're attacking doesn't even exist. It's just their projection. Now, the algorithm begins. Phase 1. Input detection. Most people treat every disrespect as a personal attack. Someone insults you, and instantly your brain screams, "How dare they?" That is the moment you lose, because you stopped seeing reality and started seeing emotion. Ayano Koji doesn't process insults as insults. He processes them as data. Instead of thinking, "They're attacking me," think, "This person is unstable. Their behavior is exposing their weakness." Words are just sound waves. They have no power until you give them power. Phase 2. Latency. Humans are slaves to reflex. Someone provokes you, and you respond instantly. That instant reaction is your weakness. So your goal is simple. Delay your response. Use the 3-second rule. When they finish speaking, do nothing. No smile, no anger, no defense, just silence and eye contact. Not aggressive, not afraid, just observing. That silence creates pressure, because now their mind starts to panic. Why isn't he reacting? Did I lose control? Silence is weight, and whoever holds it controls the room. Phase 3. Dissociation. Mentally, step outside your body. Imagine you are watching the scene from above, like you are sitting in the corner of the ceiling, watching 2 characters. One is your body, the other is the opponent, and you are not involved. You are the observer, the director. The moment you detach, your brain stops wasting energy on ego, panic, and defense, and now you can think clearly. Now you become dangerous. Phase 4. The calculation. Every reaction has a cost. Anger is not free. When you explode, you lose focus, you lose control, you lose advantage. So you ask one question: is this worth my energy? In most situations, the answer is no, so you don't invest in losing battles. Decision made. Phase 5. The poker face. Most people stay silent, but their face still speaks. Tight jaw, narrow eyes, micro reactions, and the opponent reads everything. Ayano Koji's face stays neutral, not because he feels nothing, but because he controls what leaks out. Relax your forehead, unlock your jaw,
drop your shoulders and soften your eyes. Because when your face is calm, your brain believes there is no threat, and when there is no threat, there is no reaction. Phase 6. Surgical pressure. The human mind cannot tolerate silence. It fills gaps automatically. People overtalk, over-explain, and eventually expose themselves. Koji doesn't argue. He asks one question: how? Just that. Now the attacker becomes the defender, and when the frame flips, you've already won. Phase 7. Checkmate. Most people win and ruin it with emotion. They brag, they insult, they continue the fight. Koji never does that, because real victory is not defeating someone. Real victory is staying untouchable. No reaction, no pride, no drama, just calm. Then walk away, slowly, because the most painful thing you can do to someone unstable is treat them like they never mattered. Final truth. This algorithm is powerful, but it has one danger. If you stay in this state too long, you lose emotional depth, you lose connection, you lose humanity. So, understand this: emotional control is a tool, not a personality. Turn it on when needed, turn it off when safe. Because the strongest people aren't those who feel nothing. They are those who feel everything and still choose their response. That is the White Room algorithm. If this changed the way you think, like this video. Subscribe for more deep psychological breakdowns. Comment control if you want phase 0 conditioning, and share this with someone who reacts too easily, because this might change how they see themselves. Stay silent, stay sharp, stay in control.